Well, folks, we'd like to welcome you back to the Turning Stone Classic XXVII. We're coming to you live from the Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV. This is the Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour finale. It's another $25,000 added tournament, and the players coming up next is going to be Brent Boemmels playing Mario Morra in a race to 9. Before we actually get started and underway, you know, every sponsor that's on board, I'd love to thank them, and I hope I'm doing the right thing. I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Make sure to go over there and check out AccuStats. That's AccuStats, A-C-C-U, with the hyphen in between, STATS.com. I believe their links for the pay-per-view that's coming up, they're going down to Derby City Classic. It just doesn't get any bigger than that, does it? They're covering the Bigfoot 10-ball, 9-ball. You could see it right there on the flyer. One pocket, the banks. It's Derby City Classic, and get over there and purchase your pay-per-view as soon as possible. I believe they do have specials. Don't take my word for it, because I really didn't have the opportunity to go over there and sweat it myself. By sweating it, I mean I didn't go over there and take a look. AccuStats.com. We want to thank Kamui and John Patone and family out on the West Coast. This is MD Promotions. It's the New England 9-Ball Series Winter Classic. It's January 28th through the 29th, 2017. It's going to be held at Snookers. That's right, it's Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island on Ashburton Street. We call it the home away from home. We're going to be there to bring you the free. We'd like to say with great pride, Chalky Sticks is back. That's right, they're on board. They're a sponsor. A lot of you guys last year when Chalky Sticks was with us really helped out Chalky Sticks a lot. You know what? It's a free app. Make sure to get in touch with Mark Dion right away. Get your entry fee in. I understand. And back right out of that. It looks like, I don't know if I put this in line right, and I apologize to the sponsors. We do want to thank MolinariGlove.com. You can see they're now available in multiple colors. They also have the newest extension out. Make sure to go over there and check out MolinariGlove.com. The extension, I believe, fits the Predator and Molinari Qs and probably others. Get inquisitive. Talk to Eric Kwong and Ira Lee. MolinariGlove.com. Okay, let's. I'm trying to do this just in static without the recordings. This is Chalky Sticks. Anything from a diagram they call the pad, where you can actually post a overview of a table and set up the balls on what shot that you had a problem with. A lot of the pros are using it to explain shots to amateurs or somebody that gets doesn't get a shot. You know, pros are using this app to explain the shot and the best way they think to hit it. Not only that, it's like 24-hour TV. As far as billiards, you can watch 24 hours a day. You can locate pool rooms, find out what equipment that's in the pool room, locate where players are. It's just a really great app. Guess what? It's free. ChalkySticks.com. You can find it on the App Store, or just go to ChalkySticks.com. Google Play, you name it, they do it. We want to mention Mr. Greg Antonakis. Get your Southwest from the best. It's American Cue Pickers. Contact Greg Antonakis. He's about to become a grandfather. Congratulations. He let the cat out of the bag. I didn't feel it was my position. Contact him at ga9ball@gmail.com. Also, right here, we're going to be heading up to Snookers after the World Pool Series taking place in New York to cover this event. And I understand the outpour is getting tremendous. So to reserve your spot, if you can, get in touch with Mark Dion. You can see the phone number in the bottom left-hand side of the poster there. And Get your entry fee in if you haven't already. We will be there to free live stream it right out of Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. I don't want to forget anybody. I'm trying to do this with static just so I can get through it here. We want to thank the Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. Chad Bowling is participating in the tournament. Mr. Mike Burton, if you're in the market for Josh Q, he has an array of sticks here that really are so beautiful. But if the stick that he has doesn't fit your needs, he can get you the cue you want in a heartbeat. Contact him at that phone number right there, 443-309-3495, or simply send him an email at mike@mbqs.com. But show up here right at the Turning Stone. There's another Mike standing beside the booth. He just cracked me up when I said Mike. He waved his hand at me. Check him out. MBQs. Mike Burton. Also, we want to mention this. You see the Irish Invader on this poster right here. It's Baltimore City Qs. They are the sponsor for Karen Core. And they are doing great things for Karen. When you see her, you'll notice it looks like there's been a weight taken off of her shoulders. These guys are doing everything under the sun they can to support the Irish Invader. And it's showing, believe me when I tell you. It's really helping Karen out, and she's going just about any place she wants to because Baltimore City Qs is there. So we have to support Baltimore City Qs. They have probably the biggest booth here at the Turning Stone, full of everything. I mean, just everything under the sun is here. So come on and by. Say hello to Peg and Jay right here at the Turning Stone. Tell them we sent you, and get a glass of wine on the house. Nope, you won't, but just mention it. Also, Alex Austin right here. You can go over to www.alexaustinusa.com, or you can call him at 401-421-7558. And you can see right there it says, "It is Revolution" with the AA logo right there. And there's another website below that. It's dlbilliards.com. Go over there, browse the websites on these sponsors here, because without these folks, trust me when I tell you, this wouldn't be possible at all. And if you're interested in purchasing the pay-per-view, a lot of people are right now and have been, simply go over to worldpoolseries.com. We are giving away we're not giving away, but if you want, you can purchase a season pass for the entire year. And every time we do a pay-per-view, guess what? You're in it to win it. And I believe it's fairly reasonable. I think it's like $100, $110. I mean, you know, you got players from 30 different countries merging onto Steinway Billiards. I understand the seating is, I believe, sold out, but make sure you contact Steinway prior to going there and ask them how's the seating, or can I stand anywhere, because the outpour of this event really is going to put us on a new level, as Darren Appleton and Manny from Steinway came up with this concept, and Darren, being the world champion that he is, and the likable guy, and what he's doing is putting the money right back in the players' pockets. A lot of sponsors got on board because of that, because they see what he's doing. I think America needs this, and I think this is a more than 110% positive step in the right direction. Again, go over to worldpoolseries.com. The website was just professionally done, and browse it, and you can find out just about anything you want right there on that website. Okay, I mentioned that. Well, we also want to mention Billiards Buzz. That's the high-definition magazine that's on AZ Billiards, which is actually AZ Billiards. You know, if you write a story about something about pool, you can always get in touch with Jerry Forsythe or Mike Howerton, and they can critique it. If things have to be critiqued or to give you some input, or if you're a great writer, there's no need for them to do it. Get in touch with them. It's Billiards Buzz. You go to azbilliards.com, and there's a little tab on the top that says Buzz. It's an online magazine, high definition, and no need to buy a subscription. It's absolutely free. And I mentioned this to Jerry. I said, well, not even $2? He said, nope, absolutely free. He wants it to be free. He wants people to enjoy the stories. Well, under those conditions, I check it out. You can rest assured. Okay, let's see. I just don't want to forget anybody at all because, well, we know Simonis, of course, and Molinari, of course, AZ Billiards. If you want to play on the best cloth in the world, you want to play on Simonis and get yourself a set of Aramith balls, because that's the only way to roll on a good cloth is to use good equipment. And there's nothing better than using the Aramith balls. So please support these companies if you're in the market to buy anything. We do appreciate it, and believe me when I tell you, they do appreciate it.
Not a first-timer here. As a matter of fact, probably only missed one. He's from Hamburg, New York, plays on a Classic Q Billiards in Buffalo.
And I also want to say thank you to everybody out there that's viewing the live stream from the Turning Stone. Getting back to the Whirlpool series, I was told by Darren Appleton that at one point during this tournament that he will come in the booth. And we will be talking about giving away passes, not only for one pay-per-view, but I would like to give away a few season passes to folks that are signed into the chat. But we're going to leave that up to Darren and myself and see, because we really don't have too much time to talk, because Darren's playing in the tournament. Of course, I have to be in the booth, so the only little bit of time that I get between matches is when we could discuss things. But we were texting each other yesterday, and I think that you guys are going to be happy with what Darren has planned to give away as far as passes for the pay-per-view. That's the only way I can show appreciation for everybody. If you share the stream or not, you know, just your viewership is actually support, and we do appreciate it. Again, in the booth, my right-hand man, that one of the good guys. Wow, I'm picking up loud audio from the house mic. Whoa, let me turn that down.
He's also a former writer for Q-Time Billiard News, Ryan Dacko, and his opponent. He's a perennial regular here at Turning Stone, as well as on our tour. He plays at a Sharpshooters Billiards in Amsterdam, New York. John Baberfield.
The gentleman in the booth here is NJ Pool player in the booth right now. We're kind of holding each other up because it was a rough night last night. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. I hear you, but I hear you a little bit low. Why do I hear you a little low? Keep talking, Troy. Keep going. Is that yours or? Go ahead.
Check it out, Upstate Al, providing the free live stream. Plays on a Shooters Billiards in Southington, Connecticut. From Meriden, Brent Boemmels.
You in?
And his opponent, right over there. And his opponent from Scarborough, Ontario. He's one of our father-son contingent players. His son is Johnny. He's on our poster. And he
I think it's just because you're talking low.
He's an ex-snooker player.
Yell.
Perfect games.
Hello, hello.
Mario Morra.
Hello, everyone. I think we got that settled. I am a little tinny. I'm going to pick up.
Oh, there you are. You're number 4.
Yo, now I'm real loud. Check, check.
Yeah, now you're there.
1, 2. Check, check.
You okay?
Yeah, you can turn my ears down a little bit.
Is that you?
Check, check, check.
You okay?
1, 2.
3, 4. Are you all right?
Yeah, yeah. It's a little loud still, but I'll be okay. And they can't hear me at all, like he said.
You better?
I'm probably better now because there's a little delay.
All right, NJ pool player.
We got that all settled.
All settled. For some reason, I was picking you up over there.
Thank you for the kind words, Al. Welcome, everyone.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Welcome all the viewers. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon.
A special thanks to old Ziller out there. I actually, you know, before we get started with every match, believe me, the heat's on because I got to go to different social medias and post the matches, and AZ Billiards happens to be one of them in the live stream area under the Turning Stone Classic 27. I went over there and I seen old Ziller posted the next match coming up. Thank you, Gary. Really helps.
All right, here we go. I guess the...
Here we go to the break. Brent Boemmels.
Where's Brent from?
Brent is good question.
Oh, no. All right, we'll forget
I'll
that.
answer that one in the morning.
Sorry, we didn't
Actually,
do our
every
homework.
time I run into Brent, I'm always in the New England area. But he recently just went down to Florida, played some golf, enjoyed his weather, and he's back. His mom was down in Florida. So get the wire.
Yeah, watch
That's got to
this
be
shot.
raw.
This is a nice little shot here.
That's got to be raw right there.
Watch the 9. Oh, I seen that coming.
That is raw.
He got trouble.
It's got to be. What's up, Rod?
Oh, Rod's in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, get the wire. There you go. He's going to swing at this a little bit. He's got some separation.
Brent had a rough match yesterday. He caught our ear when we were walking through the corridors of the event room there, and he kind of told Troy and I that he missed like 5 or 6 9-balls, right?
Yeah. Well, he better not miss too many shots with Mr. Morra at the table, because there we go. I'm not even gonna read it.
Hey, Ed, I don't know if you heard me before, Ed. I hope you heard me before. Mr. Fong from light-systems.com said that you will get 10% off of the light. Just mention my name and mention a Turning Stone. And he said he will honor the 10% for you.
I was there. I'm witness. I gave him the heat. I said I want it 40%.
Look who's in the chat, McUgly. I know who that is. That's the undercover agent there. Always bringing that little Italian side orders.
All right. Mr. Zuglin's almost finished with the announcements, so.
Look at this, right to the left hand. You know, Mario Morra, champion in his own rights, and I understand Johnny Morra's mom is actually a champion.
Yes.
You know? Actually, I think she has more awards under her belt than Mario. So Johnny Morra was just a thoroughbred, you know what I mean? He got pool in his blood. You got it at any time.
All right, everyone, please remember to put your
Mr. Morra, another lefty, tough as nails.
Yeah. That's right, he is lefty, right? I said he went to the left hand before.
Yeah, I know.
That's me. That's just me.
He's going to play the whole match like that.
Yeah, I guess he's practicing. Well, you want to know something funny?
What's that? Well, I know
Johnny Morra shoots just as good lefty as he does righty.
Not quite, but I was
Just
going
as good.
to message say that he's a solid like A+ player, or maybe even close
Open
to open.
player.
Close to open. I don't know if he's open playing.
I've seen him. Well, I don't want to ruin all his action, but
I don't know. He's got me though.
he's got you all right.
Yeah. No, I told him I want to play him. He's got to play goofy-handed.
On the tight box.
No,
He
kind of
likes
tight.
playing lefty on the tight box
Right,
too.
I know. Yeah. This way he gets easy shots if I miss.
All right, I ruined his action. 1-0 Mario.
Yeah, but he plays really nice like that way. It's just,
He does. He's amazing.
Well, we just had him here at the last match, right?
Yeah.
He played well. Look at it break. 9-ball break shot is so imperative, as everyone knows. We have all our viewers are highly educated, and a lot of times I think we talk about the match, and it's so obvious, you know. But he's going to push here. Wow. He left him a thin safe. He's going to let him shoot. He's going to find himself in back of the 7, I think, here. He's going to thin the 1, go up to the top rail, nice and thin, come around 2 rails, maybe.
I don't know. That
He's firing at it.
That 3 ball's big.
Yeah, here we go.
He made it around it.
A little
I
hard.
like that. Distance plus the 4 ball. Even if he leaves him a piece.
He left him a little piece, I think. He even has the backside of it.
That's on table 11. Schlemprist versus Sinicropi, table 11.
So I'm not sure if all these matches are B-side matches, elimination matches, as you would call.
Well, Johnny Morra and Martin Dieg, that was a winner's side match. This one here, well, I can tell you, I mean, the brackets are right on azbilliards.com. Gee, Troy, you asked a lot of questions.
Oh, stop.
I'll find out right now.
I'll stick to what I know.
Busting on you.
I'll stick to what I know. Not much.
Welcome to the club.
He's getting another safe here.
Brackets.
A little two-way action. Oh. He's going to swing at this, I think. There's really no good safe if he rail first. That's tough.
This is a B-side match, so the loser will be eliminated.
It's a good shot. Here comes a little help.
That must be Kenny that was sitting in the booth with us yesterday. Oh, you weren't here. You were
on the road
watching. Now you were watching one of the matches on the other end. Ken sat in.
I think he can spin this 3-ball in. I'm not sure.
We could lean over his shoulder, but by the time
he spun it in, nice shot.
Speared it right out. How old is Mario? Well, he's. He said he was playing pool for 25 years. Oh, prior. Prior he was playing snooker 25 years ago or something. And then he fell into 9 balls. So I got to guess he's.
Oh.
Wow, he let that cue ball go. I would have to say Mario's what, 63?
He's a little older after that shot.
Well, you got a couple more gray hairs. Makes you look old, but I don't think he's that old. Somebody from Canada is in the chat, might know. We have the Canadian fans here and the Canadian fans also on the other side of the simulcast. But there are a few, like right there in the chat. Edwidge. That's Edwidge right there.
He's a little tricky on this. He's got to jack up and try and. He might as well just leave it. Don't even try and do anything with it.
Try to come back a little bit more.
He could have just made it and left it there and shot it from there. He's in trouble here. It's funny how I notice a lot of players, their bridge hand, they slap it out there to like loosen it up before they plant it. I find myself doing it. I just never picked up on it.
Watch the cue ball here with the 8.
He's going to get lucky here.
He might get lucky. He's going to hit the point. Ooh.
Casey missed.
He got him. Watch that cue ball here.
Well, what's the theory on when there's not many balls left? You try and you give it a wrap, hit it harder.
I don't know. I wouldn't agree with that. Not on a professional level.
No, I'm saying if you're kicking at
you
it
better
and
be
there's
kicking
only
at it and have a plan.
yeah, a plan, but I think generally as a rule you hit it a little harder than if there's more
Well, it
balls
depends on
the
the lay, you know, and
Right.
where you can cause separation or get them to the rail to rail. There's a lot of things that could come up, you know, not just kicking it, right? We want to try to kick it and
Ed G
make
comes
it if it's makeable. If
right.
not,
Ed G comes up with a good question. I thought of that when you guys were talking about age. Who's the oldest? Who's the elder in the group today? Or out of the 128 players?
let me look that up. Give me a couple minutes.
That wasn't my question, so I don't get the burn one. Al gives me 3 questions a day. That's it.
I'm telling you, you know, somebody's going to come up with a website specifically for players,
Their bios.
all the bios.
I know.
It's hard to do because you got to keep up to date with it. They
Yeah.
might move from state to state. Of course, you're going to set the program to their date of birth, and it's automatically going to put their age in. But as far as their location, where they live, you're going to have to keep it updated and so on and so forth. Whatever else has to be added.
They should be able to do that themselves.
That's true too. That wouldn't be bad. Having them as sort of like a
Baseball cards.
What do you call it? Wikipedia? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like a wiki, something where they can just update. Now, a lot of players, I noticed some players do have, what do they call it, Wikipedia? Whatever it is up there. Some players do. But a single location.
Yeah, like AZB.
A single location.
They have that on AZB. Some, but they don't update it. I mean,
Well, you don't
allow the players to go in there and update it, I would imagine.
You don't really want to give out, you know,
information, yeah.
as far as their addresses, just the state, you know.
Right, what room they play in or something like that. Yeah, I came up with that question a while ago. I said, you know, it'd be good like to have baseball stats for these guys. This way they can get fan base. There's some tad bit of information
Lives in Toronto.
that you'll get live.
That's Edwige. She's usually our translator when they're speaking French, and we happen to go into a chat room. Edwige kind of fills us in. Gotta love her.
Is he going to bank this or play safe here? He's going to do neither.
Well, he did try a good shot, just the speed was off. Now, Brent is really supposed to get out here. This is an opportunity you're not going to get too often. Just roll past the side pocket.
He came down too far. It's easier to shoot that from above top. Oh, he almost missed it.
He told us he's been having a hard time. Well, right here, it's 1-1.
Race to 9, both sides. That's a nice little...
Race to 9, both sides until the finals, then it's 1 race to 13.
Oh, okay, modified.
No. Yeah, I guess it is modified because we're not going to 9, but...
It's a double elimination tournament, so it's modified.
Yeah.
Not to give you a hard
Just
time,
an extended, just one extended race. Yeah. No, because I'm so used to saying modified when one player has to go to...
Oh, extended.
Coming from the B side has to go to 9, and then it's extended, right?
Right, modified, extended, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was saying before,
Yeah.
because we'll be viewing this match for years to come because they can access them
On Roku
on
right
Roku.
now. AZ Billiards Roku channel. Right on the TV. I don't know if you had any of these chocolates, my friend. Greg Antonakis sends these up around the holiday. They're about $95 a pound. And they are loaded with peanuts. If you're allergic to peanuts, do not eat it. Only the best he gets.
Okay, now on table 11, Dave Schleppers versus Joe Sinicropi.
I had to step away. Al had some peanuts out here, and I have peanut allergy, so I had to move. That's not me chomping, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They know better. I guess Mario's 63 years old. I was pretty close.
Here you just get to the center of the table, right?
Yeah, you don't have to get right to the center, but he can if he wanted to.
I don't think he got the angle he really wanted on that, but it's doable. Just make it and bump off the rail a little bit.
Yeah, a few inches.
You'll be comfortable shooting a 6-footer. Is that 2-1 now?
2-1, yeah.
And someone in the chat, Marty, is stating that Mr. Morra has a strong background in snooker and
He does.
billiards, 3 cushions, besides pocket billiards. He doesn't have the traditional snooker stance. So
Well, he changed over to 9-ball a long time ago.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But even some of the Karen Court switched over to 9-ball a long time ago. But as soon as she gets down and her mechanics at the table, you're like, all right, you're a snooker player.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, she does.
I never really observed what they do different, but it is a different style.
Johnny Morra kind of has the half and half.
Right,
You know,
right.
he's got the stick lined up right under the chin type of deal. And let's go to the break.
Breaking from the box. From walking around, it looks like that nice little cut break works the best.
Well, Mario kind of had the advantage here because he was in the booth prior to this match and he was watching Johnny and Martin play, and he says, "Whoa!" I said, "Well, Mario, when do you play? And he said at 2 o'clock. I said, well,
Keep an eye on that break.
guess where you're playing? He said, where? I said, right here. He said, oh, I got to pay attention.
Well, you know what though?
Pretty sharp.
Yeah. What I don't like on this table when you're breaking, that 9 is gravitating towards that pocket a lot, and they're getting an awful lot of combinations with it.
Well, it counts.
Oh, I know.
You're not racking your own. You know what I mean? Your opponent has to rack for you, so it is what it is. If it goes, it goes.
I'm racking. I can tell you, them back 2 balls will be good and tight, so it doesn't want to go that way. This is tough. Does he play the 1 off the 2?
Yeah, if he was going to play it, yeah, that would have definitely been a shot.
Right. Well, he got a little fortunate here.
So far.
Yeah. Well, what's he going to do? He's got to play safe here.
Bank the 1, 2 ball makes the corner pocket big, or just play safe.
Play safe here.
Yeah.
But if you're shooting dead straight, you play the combo. The 6 is it. But you sell out if you lose. I mean, if you miss, right? I like to sell out an awful lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't play that. You can play that with your cheese. It's funny, when you played a game of billiards, that's the way you went, just to play safe, but he opened up a window, 7 ball away from there. It's funny when you play billiards, and I mean really play the game, at least to the point where you can see different shots. And Troy automatically picks up on it. And a lot of people that play billiards actually see it right alongside with him. Where he sees the ticky, like, 1 off the 6 into the corner or something like that.
It definitely helps. I mean, if it's not in your arsenal.
Oh, yeah, it helps.
First, get the basics down, your mechanics.
And he did play the 1 off the 2 just there. Mario did.
And once you start learning how to balls, it's a good time to learn that game, even if it's a basic 3-rail. Just learn the game a little bit, and it'll help you tremendously.
The only difference that I find, really that needs an adjustment as far as going that 3 rails, to slide. And,
because of the bigger
yeah,
balls.
And heated, of course, heated also,
Yeah.
So it kind of lets it slide a little bit more.
I only played on a heated table a couple times.
Really? Oh, I love it.
I thought I had to hit everything 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, you didn't, right? You went around a table 20 times.
No, on the old tables.
On the old table. Oh, forget it. I played on him.
He's got a little funny here on the 4 because the cue ball, the tangent line's right into the 5, and it's on the left-hand side of the 5, so the cue might gravitate towards a 9.
He probably just roll it. Actually played the 5 towards the 9 for the shot.
He followed it up. And he got nice for a little combination shot here. They hit this well. He's got to thin this a little bit.
Yeah, he actually came a little low on it. Well, not low enough.
He's got to hit it
high
though.
On it. Yeah.
You hit it. You have to hit this with a little finesse. Perfect. Mr. Morra knows all the shots. I could tell you that much. It's fun to watch. Yes, I do know that, Iggy. It's fun to watch you great players because they come up with things that we don't see. Like, how did he do that? There's different shots that they do. The basics, if they stay in line, all right, we got that. Everybody gets that. Or that knows the game. But then they pull these shots out that, 2 or 3 times a match. You're like, how did he get from there to there? How does he know that shot? Like that stun follow shot?
Yeah.
That stun follow shot to me is not my tool bag, I could tell you that much.
Well, you don't shoot it enough.
Yeah. I'm not gonna either because it's not. To me, it's not natural. Oh, watch your side.
You can do just about anything. See the hand up here. There's also things out and JAG light system things. We have various products as well as
The smash and break comes up dry again.
Well, Brent, better start taking advantage of this opportunity.
This one, yeah, absolutely.
Well, every opportunity because he's trailing here 3-1. You know, Mario puts another beat up. It's 4-1. That makes it pretty strong.
This is a big shot here.
Yeah.
Tweener. He not only missed it, he got bad on it. Yeah, that was not a good plan.
Steve Davis. I remember Steve Davis had Ouija in the chat. Says if you would ask Mario Morra who his favorite players, he will tell you Steve Davis is my favorite player. I remember Steve Davis. He would say Johnny Morra is my favorite pool player. Steve Davis is my favorite snooker player. John Morra is my favorite pool player.
Wow.
Well, you can't blame him.
That's a good two-way there.
I don't know. You know, I know Steve Davis was a great snooker player, but that Ronnie O'Sullivan, boy, oh boy.
He's entertaining.
A great player.
Yeah. Just
Another great player, let's put it that way.
nice bank shot.
Double dank. In the pocket.
Kick bank.
All right.
He needs to keep this window open for the 5. Yeah, he did. Stay to the center, nice.
We understand Brent's family is actually tuned in and watching. We want to say hello on behalf of Brent. He wanted us to say that to you guys.
Oh, you got him.
I did get him, yeah.
That's gonna
I
hurt.
tagged him on the post, so he wanted, you know, everybody in his family to know that he's going to be on the live stream to tune in.
Well, to everybody watching, everybody misses a little bit, you know. If you, this game is relentless. If you're not feeling it and in tune with the game, you miss easy shots like that.
You know, a wood-to-wood joint, an acoustic, is a stick that I used to shoot three-cushion billiards with. It was, I believe it's a Helmstetter, if I'm not mistaken. Just a truer hit, you know. It feels like a truer hit. But of course now, technology's moved way further than what it used to be. So, but I still love the wood-to-wood hit. The only thing that happened to me with the wood-to-wood was I did get frustrated. As Mario is starting to frustrate Brent right now.
Well, the best thing he can do here is forget about the ball he missed. Early in the match, he was trying to lighten up, like you could see him stroking even easier balls, just stroking, getting like trying to get his arm loose a little bit, and he needs to continue to do that.
I don't know. I missed a shot in three-cushion billiards, and I had I was using Helmstetter with the wood-to-wood joint, and I got frustrated, and I tapped the stick on the table.
Snap.
But listen, God is my witness. I didn't tap the stick that hard, and it snapped right at the wood joint right there. But of course, it got replaced. It was like brand new at the time. But I told the person that what I did, and don't worry about it. Yeah, here's a chef.
Hit him square again, and that smash him up break isn't not working. Not making balls, it's just spreading them open. I think take a little off and do that cut break. They were making balls before. It's his second dry break. Wow.
Yeah, he's not there. He actually got up before that two ball reached the corner pocket. You know,
Yeah.
he knew he missed it when he hit it. So he's not shooting with confidence right now.
Maybe he played safe there.
Maybe he played too much golf in Florida before he came up. You know, he drove straight up from Florida here.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He did. He told me he drove to California. I forget what he said. He drove, I think he drove from New England straight out to California.
Oof.
Straight out, or something like that. I forget exactly what he said. But he's got some funny stories. He said, Al, one time I was on this long road. He forgets the route that he was on. It was like this country route. And he has one of these cars that tells you how many, more or less, how many miles you still get left in the tank, you know, with the fuel you have on board. And he knew he needed a gas station, so he pulled over, and the guy said, oh, one of the folks that I forget what town he was in. He said, oh, yeah. The guy said, oh, there's a gas station about 72 miles down the road. And Brent said, I only got 5 miles left in my tank, or 15 miles left in my tank. The guy said, well, you better make a right here. He says, and you go down this road here a couple of miles, and you'll find the gas station. And when he went down that road, there was a gas pump in front of the post office, and that was the fueling station. That's how desolated this place was. It was $3.50 a gallon at the time.
I need 70 gallons. I mean, enough to get me 70 miles to the next gas station.
And he put gas in the tank, and they actually sold shirts. I ran out of gas in such and such town, but he couldn't purchase one because the store was closed, but he saw them inside. Yeah, he drove up. Yeah, he drove up from Florida.
All right. Well, getting back at this match, instead of Mario, before kicking at the 2, he decided to tie the 3 up, and it worked out to be. It's working in his favor, I believe, at this point. We'll see what kind of good safe Brent can put on here. But
I'll tell you what, he's good for him that that 2 ball didn't break the 8 and the 3 apart. And that would have definitely been a double whammy there.
he can play this in the opposite corner and get a shot, or he can just make this and then play safe. He's going to shoot it in the opposite corner. Just watch the scratch. Nice speed. He'll be okay. Nice touch there. It's a pretty shot. Did he make it? No, he missed it. Well, you know what? I think he shot that because his opponent's not like pressuring him right now.
Right.
He's not even playing good saves. He's going to have to look back at this.
He's got to start settling into a rhythm instead of just getting up there. And maybe it's because of the live stream and the event. I don't know. But Brent's been on the live stream before up at Snookers.
I think it's just the game itself. I mean, it happens to everybody, you know? Not everybody, but more of the amateurs to the even the open players, you know? It can happen. The game gets a little squirrely on you.
Brent's been around a while.
You got to fight through this, right? That's the key.
Yeah.
Kinda
Take your time. You
take
got to
your
own the
time.
table.
That's a nice shot. That's what you need right there.
You have to tell your opponent that I own this table, which, just as your approach, your body language. We talked about this once before.
Yeah,
and
many
I believe
times.
it was in one of the instructionals. Who was it?
Questions?
Yeah, well, what's his name?
What a shot that was. He barely had enough room to
Boy, what's his name?
That's a great shot.
He's going to kill
Brett
me.
Simon.
I know he's tuned in. Lee Brett.
Lee Brett.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not in stroke enough to just get down and poke in balls like that. You know, he doesn't. He needs to really settle into each shot and give it its due respect because he's struggling as it is.
Right.
Eventually, you'll get into that rhythm where you're able to put your hand down and just, 2-stroke balls in, 1-stroke, or however your normal routine is. But
His speed was on. I mean, he did have a shot on the 5-ball into the side pocket. Brent did, but failed to pocket the 4-ball. So the cue ball position was okay, at that time, but just didn't pocket the ball.
I can only say this because I'm watching, and I play like this often. Where I'm struggling. And
You don't struggle. If you're struggling, you don't let in. You have no tell signs.
I'm telling you. I
You
played
really
so
have no
bad the
tell
other
signs.
day, it was pathetic.
Who were you playing one time? That was down in style. I can't forget. I can't remember. You were playing somebody. And I walked over to Troy. Oh, Billings, right? You were playing Billings, right? Who were you playing?
Nobody.
Nobody, right? And I walked over to Troy and I said, how could you be losing this match right here? He said, I'm just coasting. And I kind of took that as cockiness. Well, he was coasting because he put his nose to the...
I did turn it up for you.
He put his nose to the grindstone. Let me tell you, he took off.
I was happy to do that for you, by the way, Al.
I enjoyed that.
It was fun.
I really enjoyed it.
Like, because sometimes, it's fun just to play with competitors that are... I'm going to have to say, I remember the person you were talking about, and I'm not going to out him on, but I think I'm a better player. And
I like that.
Let's just put it that way.
And that's the kind of attitude we just wanted to give you an example of.
But, I was just having, I don't want to, just troll every, the person, because it's no fun. We're just having fun, socializing.
Right, yeah.
But you came up to me and gave me the heat. That I didn't like that too much. Well, sometimes you got to show up. If you talk the talk, sometimes you got to walk the walk, I guess.
That's right. Mario Morra, he's on the Amtrak.
Yeah, he is.
Picking up speed here. 5-1.
And his opponent is helping the cause also.
Yeah. Well, Brent's looking right over at me when he comes back to the seat after he misses a
Shaking
shot.
his head.
Yeah, and he looks like he's getting kind of embarrassed at it. So maybe just being out there on the feature table might be putting a little heat on him.
Absolutely. It's a different entity that's put into the game that gets into your mind.
Yeah.
It takes a little getting used to. Maybe,
He's probably going to want to watch this after, get a recording.
I used to have to take tests.
So stop making fun of him.
Oh, no. I'm not making fun of him at all. Like I said,
Brent,
I can commiserate with him. I've been in a situation.
I think everybody has.
More often than not. All right, here we go to the break. Let me try and focus.
There you go.
And then if you can always mute me.
No. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Here, to the break. Don't smash him. Play the cut break.
He's been studying the table.
Play the cut. Right to the second time. And again, smash.
Tell you what, he turned the heat up a little bit there.
Yeah, you can turn it up all you want. The balls just don't go when they hit them like that. They hit the rail. That's it. At warp speed. Unless they get kicked.
Well, I'm not giving away any gift here.
This?
Well, the 5 and 9 on the left-hand side of the table. We're gonna
Five
take a
goes.
look.
The 5 goes. He should be out here. He better be out. He's in trouble if he isn't. He's got a nice little tempo going. He's trying to force himself to loosen up here, which is good. Just don't get too careless. You know, in your haste to try and catch a gear.
Yeah. And that's very easily to do, too. Very easy to do.
That's what makes this game so beautiful. I mean, if you're not in tune and you're trying to play, you're like an out-of-tune guitar or a harmonica or kazoo like mine, the way I play. It was a little trouble, but he was in a position he should have made that. He tried to spin it in. Another unforced error. He keeps making these unforced errors against a professional as Mario is. He's not going to like it. Well, that was not a great shot, but it was good for me to see him do that because I have the most trouble with the ball in the pocket and trying to figure out the speed to come out of it without having it flip upside down like that.
Yeah, well, you got to hit it accurate.
Yeah, you can't come rail first. That's such a hard shot. One of my mentors, growing up.
How good did he hit that?
Yeah.
The icing on the cake would have been the cue ball behind the 9.
He's going to make this, though. He's going to kick it in. This is a tough shot. The side pocket's right where he has to go. So he's got to change the angle. But getting back to the shot, watch this kick. Is if there's a ball in the pocket, try and get. He shortened it up. Yeah, it wasn't natural, so it was a good hit. One of my mentors said, you know, a ball in the pocket, it's a lot easier if you get close for position, like get the cue ball close as you can to the ball in the pocket. Don't leave it out 6 feet, 5 feet because it's just hanging there. It's a lot easier to get to your next shot if you're real close.
Well, I don't know what you mean by real close.
Well, you know, within a couple feet, 2 feet, 3 feet.
That's a nice play.
Right.
If you can keep that going. And
as opposed to saying...
That separates a lot of people.
You know, like the ball's hanging in the pocket. I can go anywhere and get to the next shot. Well, I bet you can't. Because it's deep or you can't go rail first or... Right into the side here. Watch the points on the diamonds. They are relentless.
Just want to mention, folks, the next match coming up at 4 o'clock is going to be the Irish Invader, Karen Corr versus Luke Salvez, Machine Gun Luke out of Canada. The Canadians up there are going, oh, Canada. Canada's coming up next again. Luke Salvez and Karen Corr, 4 o'clock match.
Oh, great match.
Oh, yeah.
If I were Brett's coach right now, as soon as he gets to the table, I would tell him to take a timeout.
I don't think the timeout's going to help him at this point. Not when you're down 6-1.
Sure it can. You're losing for 6-1. I've won matches from 6-1 before.
Oh, no, he's not driving back to Florida. He lives up north here. I believe in New England area, but don't take my word for it. I don't give out anybody's address. So,
after this match, you might want to go back to Florida and hit some golf balls.
I wouldn't blame him.
I bet you he smacks him. It's a good game. You ever play golf?
Yeah. one time, and I gave a brand new set of ping clubs to my older brother, complete.
You want to play some?
No, I can't hit a golf ball straight to save my life. And the first time that I did, I was like, I did that.
That's when you gave the clubs to your brother?
And I went to the driving ranges and
Oh, yeah.
just
No
kept
good,
hooking
huh?
the ball, hooking the ball, hooking the ball. I was waiting for somebody to come around and say, this is what you're doing wrong,
Yeah,
kid.
straighten you out.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Full of golf balls, glove, the whole 9 yards. Everything you needed was in the bag. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little crude, but I can knock the snot out of the ball. That's a fun game. Nice and relaxing.
Right?
Listen. All right, you made the 9 ball.
Yeah, and the 8 right behind it. Wow.
Both in the side pocket.
Mario's now 7-1. You might have been right. Take a timeout. But he doesn't have a chance.
Yeah. Not yet, you don't.
No.
Now it might be, the timeout might not work now.
It's going to be lights out soon. No, not making fun of him at all. It's just there's nothing that he can do when you break the balls and make a 9 ball like that. But this is definitely not the Brent that I've seen on the live stream before. I can tell you that
Yeah,
much.
no.
But he's a very nice young man.
He plays.
That I can tell you.
You can see he plays. He's just.
Yeah. Look at Mario staying in stroke. Look at him. Look at him.
Trying to figure out how to
Staying
make
in stroke, man.
that 9 in the side again. How'd I do that? Yeah, the gear I want to sell is the one in reverse. That's the one I've been using lately. That's the gear I've been playing with. In reverse. That's all right. I enjoy a game.
Appleton and Morra would be a better match to stream than Core, says SC5 Tom.
Come on down. Ooh, almost in the side again.
Yeah, you should definitely come up to the tournament so you can watch
Two
any
balls
match
tied
that
up.
you want. Sometimes, you know,
Free swing at the 9. Good
Yeah.
try. I like that shot.
sometimes it's our call, you know. But being that I've been in the booth and Mike Howard's up on top of the bleachers keeping score for everybody on all the matches.
He doesn't
And I've
get a
been in the
break,
booth
does he?
No, he doesn't get a break at all. I have to check on him, see if he wants something to eat, see if he wants something to drink.
Kudos. Good job, sir.
He's just so dedicated to doing what he does, and he does it well.
Nice
And
shot.
don't forget about the other half, Jerry Forsythe's back in Georgia, working behind the scenes and keeping everything motivated.
Staying warm.
And moving things around the website and keeping things going. So whether he's here or not, he's still working. A lot of respect for those two. They don't really get the recognition that they deserve. Believe me, there's probably people out there that don't know half of what they actually do. How about that? I've witnessed it for myself numerous times where they do so much for pool themselves and they really don't get the recognition. Rob, what's up?
That's what makes this sport so great. People that love it, we can't understand why. Well, that is shot. We can't understand why everybody's. It's so infectious, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Brent.
Yeah, he made a combination.
All right.
Karen Core last year, what a tremendous tournament she had.
The U.S. Open.
Yeah. Oh, and this too. Last year at this event, I believe she came in. Like,
Oh, she was beating everybody under the sun.
I mean,
they-
she's
And she wanted to
Capable.
beat Earl Strickland so bad, and she did.
She did.
And first thing Shane Van Boning said to Earl Strickland when Shane came into the Steinway, he walked over to Earl and he said, "What happened with Karen Core?" And they both laughed. And Earl said, "She beat me."
She did. She beat him.
And Earl says, "Well, she beat me," you know. And Shane said, "Ain't nothing to feel bad about. I lost a girl too." You know, and then he mentioned some of the girls overseas, the Asian players, and it's true. He did lose to a girl, Shane. And there's nothing to be ashamed of.
No, this game has no.
That was probably a great match. I remember that match. All good, brother. Good. That's Rahana. If you guys don't know, is an actor. He's hey Rob, put your website out there. You know how to open the links and everything, and put your website out there. And if you got the link to the YouTube for the television show and the whole 9 yards, he is an actor.
Yeah, and congratulations getting that little, was it the Saga or something? It's a Screen Actors Guild. It's like your card, and it's a big deal. Absolutely. Wish you all the best, and
We're talking about Get the Wire in the chat.
get plenty of work.
You know something? That was a quick 2 racks.
Yeah.
7-3 now.
We'll see Ron like NYPD Blue or something coming up soon.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh no, absolutely.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
You got to play on NCIS or something.
As long as he stays on that side of the fence as the good guy, that's all that matters. Because he is a good guy.
He is a good guy.
Sure
I want
is.
to see him play a bad guy.
I'm sure he can play a bad guy, too.
Good cop, bad cop. That's all good.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's
Back-
see if he's
back-
picking up a little confidence.
Yeah. He needs a good break here. He made a ball. And got
Close to
he got a
position.
shot. I mean, he might be able to thin them one and play the spin the 5 in a little right-hand English. And then leaves the 1 there. Unless he plays it off the backside. He tried playing it off the backside. That was
Aggressive. But, you know,
Nah,
and
that
you
was-
can't blame him for being aggressive, and you want to make the shot. But take a double stare at it, you know.
yeah, I think the carom would have been a little better choice. That off the back of the ball shot is tough.
Right.
It really is. The ball's got to be spinning the right way. Get my kid a job out there. He's in California. I'd like to get him in the union. That's a tough fact. Got to work out there and try and get jobs, and you know, there's a lot of people doing it.
Yeah, you know, I remember years ago. I don't know if it's still the same. Like if you said,
Yeah.
if you said like over 30 words or more, you were automatically in the union.
Right.
I don't know how that works anymore.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But I was in all the silent movies, so I never got recognized.
Let's see. What's he going to do here? Play the combination.
Yeah, you know, you're leading 7-1 at one time, and now it's 7-3. You really want to get to the hill here.
He tried to hope it in. Oh man, this is no bargain. I think you go rail first with the cue ball.
Oh, he's chasing a 5 here.
Yeah, you go rail first, bring it out, make sure you hit it.
You make sure to go rail first, like you said. How about that? Go rail first and double kissing it.
And he's still in trouble.
I didn't
huh?
see that one coming.
Another combination. Good time for a safe too. You don't want to miss this. You miss this, it might be over. You got to be sure you're going to make it. Even if he makes it, the 2-ball might not get up far enough to get past the 6. You got to hit it with some mustard. Oh, cheated the pocket a little bit, so it gave him that shot. How do you like shooting this one, Al? just
Where are we?
about an 1/8 inch off the rail. The two ball.
Well, you got to go for it. You go for it, being where the 3 is.
Big stroke he's using there.
You don't have to hit it hard.
Big stroke he was using. Yeah, that wasn't the touch he needed. Pat Fleming taught me a little something one time. He says if you're shooting a ball down a corner like that, he says, kind of think that you're just shooting it in the side. Use that speed, because you don't really need a lot of speed to get the ball down the rail, and it just sets your mind right. And it helped me.
There you go. Pat's another one to pass good things along, you know.
He's such a good shooter, man. What a player. Puts his hand down, shoots. What's he shooting here? Oh, the 3 ball. I thought that was a 7. Come out 2 rails, or is he just going to go straight? I like coming out 2 rails to this. There you go. Maybe a little too much mustard there. You're going to freeze up on it? You got a little. Fortunate. You can make this. You're going to be stretching. I remember last year Mr. Morra was playing, and he is an awesome player with the bridge.
Yes.
I don't think he missed a ball with a bridge.
Yep.
I may have just gotten him though. I doubt it. He's got the technique down with it. The old spot shot. Used to shoot a lot of them. Remember that, Al? Spot shots.
Right. Yeah.
I like to bring the spot shot back.
It was sort of like shooting a foul shot, you know, from the foul line in basketball. It's just like one of those shots you practiced.
Oof. Back to the bridge. Mario throws the bridge to the side a little bit and does a couple pokes with it to like get a feel. Good little practice there. Nice shot. There's a lot of, with that, did you put the square up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the midst of it.
I can't see you.
Mario Morra to the hill.
Just checking your
Brent.
work. Checking your work there, boss.
Just actually talking with one of the sponsors online.
Yeah, I seen you were a little busy, so
Yeah.
I was just checking. All right, folks, here we go to the hill. I'd like to see Brett give him at least one last push if he gets a shot. Try and finish off at least strong, you know. Come away with, come out feeling a little better. May not get the opportunity though. As the one travels up the corner, parks itself there nicely. Oh, and look at the 3-9 combination. This is going to be a short set here, Al.
Is it?
Yeah, you might want to start getting your exit voice in tune.
Is that right?
Yep. All right, folks.
Is it over?
It's going to be. I'll be back for the next match if Al will have me.
If I'll have you. I'm not letting you go. Never mind have you. Are you kidding me? We're actually bookends right now, believe me. If he moves, we're falling.
I only got it like it. And with that, he makes a combination, and
Wow.
Mr. Morra takes it down. Unfortunate, couldn't catch a gear for Brett. he really struggled.
Yeah, he told us downstairs in his first match he was really struggling. He's
Yeah.
shooting really bad, and then he's put on the live stream knowing that he's not shooting up the park. Kind of put a little more heat on him.
Yeah, when you listen, just don't take it to heart and come back stronger next.
Oh, he knows that.
Yeah,
he knows
it happens to everybody, even the best of them.
Well, there you have it, folks. Score of 9-3. So Brent Boemmels is now eliminated out of the Turning Stone Classic 27. But there is a second chance tournament. He might participate on the other side. Not sure if he's up to that. I want to thank this gentleman in the booth here, NJ Pool player, Troy himself, calling it like it is. I want to thank Ra. We love you too, Ra, and wish you all the best. And I didn't see you put On the Wire Promotions website in there. Oh, and I'm not sure if the links are working actually in the website. I mean on the chat, but it is onthewirepromotions.com. Make sure to check out Ra and of course AccuStats and everybody else. Thanks, Troy.
Thank you, Al, and thank you, fans.
We'll be
Happy
back,
New Year.
folks. 4 o'clock round is going to be Luke Salvas and Karen Kaur. We'll be back. Get to the